Hello everyone, welcome to the next generation of online flight simulation. Welcome to Audio for VATSIM, VATSIM's revolutionary new voice solution. Now my name is Evert, you might know me better as the guy running the AviationPro channel on YouTube. And in this video I'd like to introduce you to the new voice solution for VATSIM and explore some of the features together and take a look at what you can expect in this tutorial series here on the VATSIM network. Now, if you've been around on VATSIM for a little longer, you might know that VATSIM usually sounds like this.
47 Delta, Lisbon approach, good afternoon, radar contact, continue safe flight level 100, direct X-Zona.
Now, luckily, with this brand new voice solution, VATSIM will sound more like this.
Expect ILS 04 right, approach as circling 22 left, approach decimal property.
However, it's not just about the clarity of the audio, there's so much more behind this. So let's take a look and explore what the core features are of the new audio for VATSIM. Now, first and foremost, one of the core features of the new audio for VATSIM is a brand new audio codec with crystal clear audio and a minimal latency. Now, of course, the audio quality is very important so that you can understand air traffic controllers and pilots a lot better, but also the latency has been worked on. There's up to 80% reduction of latency compared to the old VATSIM voice system. So you can imagine you can pack a whole lot more transmissions into a single minute than before, because you simply don't have to wait for the voice of the other controller or the other pilot to arrive before you can reply. You can reply more quickly, getting much closer to the speed of a real-world VHF radio. And this makes communicating while controlling or flying a much more enjoyable experience. Now again, this is not the only feature. It's not just about better clarity and reduced latency. There's so much more behind this audio system that will actually try to simulate an actual VHF radio and how it works in real life. So let's explore the second feature. And with the new audio system, you will also get a variety of realistic effects that using the codec will make the sound like real-world VHF and HF radios, and this has also been verified by real-world pilots and air traffic controllers. For example, with the new audio system we have now signal degradation, so the further away you move from a radio station, whether that be an air traffic control tower or another pilot, the more the signal degrades, so the less clear the audio becomes. And what you will also hear is so-called blocking tones. This is what you hear when two users transmit at the same time. And you will also hear this in the real world. If you listen to live ATC, you might hear kind of a sound like this.
JetBlue 1102 cleared to land. JetBlue 1102, you clear to land, you're 6-inch rail to the day.
Now you will actually also hear this on VATSIM when two users transmit at the same time.
Buongiorno ad Italia 237 descending flight level 210.
And another important feature is that aviation radios are half-duplex, meaning that when you transmit you cannot receive, and this is now actually simulated on the VATSIM network. Now previously it was kind of like you were in a big TeamSpeak or Discord channel and you were all using push-to-talk buttons, and when you were transmitting you could hear other people transmitting over you as well, so to speak. And with the new audio system, when you transmit you will not be able to receive, just like the way a real-world VHF and HF radio works. The third core feature is all about realistic simulation of VHF and HF. So behind the scenes there's a lot going on simulating what an actual radio would work like. So again, for example, the transmission quality increases or decreases with, for example, altitude, distance from the radio towers or other radio stations, and even with the curvature of the Earth. If you want to know more about these technical details, make sure to check out the videos in this series about basic and advanced radio theory. Further, the entire aviation radio spectrum will always be available on voice. So now VATSIM users can actually tune any frequency and talk, whether that be air traffic control or whether that be the so-called Unicom frequency. You can now actually talk via voice on Unicom. Another feature is that there's now a global database of ATC radio towers based upon real-world data, and this really provides a realistic network of ATC coverage, allowing you to create areas where there would be, in the real world, for example, limited to no radio coverage, which makes it more challenging for air traffic controllers and pilots in certain regions to communicate, just like in real life. And thanks to realistic VHF and HF radio simulation, air traffic controllers are now able to open up multiple frequencies, for example for area control sectors, which will mean that especially during busy events there will be a lot more handoffs given to pilots as they cross multiple areas of the same center. So as you can see, clear audio and minimal latency and realistic radio effects and much more realistic simulation of VHF and HF radios. So again, it's not like you're on a TeamSpeak or Discord channel anymore. You're actually sort of transmitting into a virtual space, making it very realistic. And you have to keep this in mind whether you're a controller or a pilot. The signal quality of the audio will depend on various factors, just like they do in real life. And this just makes the online flying experience just a whole lot better. Now the last and fourth feature of the new audio for VATSIM is that it's primed for the future. For example, it has the ability to utilize the 8.33 kHz frequencies like they are used in real life. Currently in simulators this is not simulated yet, but if there's a future simulator that supports this, the audio for VATSIM will support this as well. So that's really cool. So you can actually use the frequencies that are currently used at airports in the real world. And of course, it's very good to know there's a very active and enthusiastic development team that has worked on the new audio for VATSIM and that's already thinking of ways to improve this product. So there you go. I hope this gets you excited to fly on VATSIM with much better radio quality and much more accurate simulation of actual aviation radios. It's definitely a very big improvement that we've all been waiting for many years. So make sure that you give it a try, and also make sure that you watch the rest of the videos in this series. We will explore the different pilot clients and ATC clients that are compatible with audio for VATSIM and how to set them up. And in the last few videos we'll take a look at the advanced radio theory and also show you some tips and tricks in order to deal with the new audio for VATSIM. I'd like to thank you for watching this video and have fun with the new audio for VATSIM.